Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction. Today, guys, I'm checking out Gotham Season 5, Episode 9, The Trial of Jim Gordon. Not really sure what that title's all about, but, okay. I feel like the last episode we had, which was mainly a focus on Harvey Bullock and this whole backstory of him as a younger cop working with these older cops, and then there's this woman who apparently, as some of you guys were suggesting, was based off of Calendar Woman, and she has the ability to touch somebody and then turn into them, and she was killing these other cops. And it was just a mess. It was a whole family drama, and Harvey Bullock was in the middle, and Jim's trying to figure all this stuff out. And then, of course, on the other side of it, Bruce and Alfred, and they go on this mission to go find this guy who's basically under the tunnels or in some sewer or whatever, and he's missing, and so they go after him without telling the police, without telling Jim, which is basically the sign of, you know, him becoming Batman, where he doesn't have to talk to the police all the time when he goes on missions and stuff like that. And they run into Croc, like I would say their version of Killer Croc, or something that this is going to be basically not Killer Croc down the road, but we're hinting that we're going to be seeing a version of that character at some point, like it's going to be in the continuity or whatever. But a lot of people think that the last episode, which also had ventriloquist as well in the last episode, a lot of people suggested and were saying that they thought this was the worst episode of the season, which was episode 8, the last one. So I'm curious to see what episode 9 is about, because I wasn't really sure what episode 8 was about, and I don't really know anything about this episode either, so I'm excited. Besides the title, The Trial of Jim Gordon, I got no idea. So here we go, guys. Episode 9, Season 5, Blah of Gotham. Let's go.
How is this going to work? Am I supposed to just stay at home and raise this child with Barbara while you go cowboying off all the time?
Jesus. Can you imagine?
Nothing will be different.
What the hell?
Miss Key, this may come as a surprise, but building a submarine from scratch by yourself takes time. Patience.
It takes time.
You're not a walk.
We can all agree right now to an immediate ceasefire.
They're like, fuck no. Do the first part where we kill each other and take each other's water supply.
Life or death. Your call.
I pick life. Can I vote? I pick life. He got shot.
Oh my God.
Ooh. So, oh wait, so is the trial of Jim Gordon, are they referring to who shot Jim? Is that what the title means?
Just trust me, okay?
I like seeing them together. She's like, what the fuck? Why'd you pick here?
Sit.
Oh. I was a little confused at first. Now I understand. It's like a date. Okay.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say this was a date.
Well, kind of. It feels like it is. Is it?
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna find out who shot my partner.
Of course you are. Fuck yeah, you are.
Well, that shattered against a rib.
Just as soon as she mentioned how he goes out there being a cowboy and all that kind of stuff, and he gets shot. Oh.
Order in the court.
Okay.
James Gordon, you have been brought here to be judged for your many crimes, and your very life hangs in the balance. The trial of James Gordon will now
Okay.
begin.
I thought about the trial of who shot Jim Gordon. It's all in his head.
I don't think things are ever gonna be normal. For me, anyways.
Well, the music is starting their Batman theme or whatever, kinda.
Wayne Manor's gone.
Bruce, forget Wayne Manor. This city is your home.
And how many terrible things have happened to it because of me?
That's why you become Batman, to fix it.
And maybe the best thing I can do for it is leave.
I have to say,
That's who it was watching.
I agree with you on that one. Billionaire boy.
A dead Jim Gordon is the only way you can hold on to your little bundle of joy. Harvey, how is our dear...
I knew it. He's gonna punch him.
He invited every criminal in Gotham. What do you think was gonna happen?
Jesus.
How about you? When did you two become so buddy-buddy? Maybe when you have...
Here, look at the window, stupid. The shot came from outside.
Oh.
You, I will deal with later.
Oh. Later. For Bruce?
For you. I need you to come with me.
Why would I do that?
But Gotham will be what I decide. The
Okay.
Green won't.
Oh.
Prosecution will now give its opening remarks.
Your Honor, Jim Gordon's crimes are a matter of public record.
What?
He's failed to protect those poor, innocent souls in the refuge he himself created. Ava, tried. Are the people in Jim Gordon's life better off with him alive or dead?
Alive.
I'm dying.
Like she came from the funeral. That is weird, man. This is weird.
What is it?
VC. Pictures ass.
What? Did he really do it, or is he being framed?
Time to boogie. Bang.
Jesus. Jesus. Oh.
I made me strong.
Well, that thing that she gave Bruce to give you helped.
It's kind of not up to me. You're working for someone.
Okay. Who would hire him?
I want a name. Are you high on love? Oh, I guess so.
Oh! Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy.
Ivy Pepper.
Yep.
You have misgivings about the arrival of this child, don't you?
Well, yeah, it's Barbara's.
What am I getting myself into, Alfred?
It's a little weird.
How am I
Actually,
supposed to?
really weird.
I have no interest in being a father myself. I always presumed that I
Then Bruce.
to be one.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be an exquisite mother. And that child, he or she, will be extraordinary. Because of you.
It's very sweet. Also true.
Would you, Dr. Lee Tompkins, be better off if Jim Gordon were dead?
Sorry. Everything he touches dies.
Prosecution rest, Your Honor.
Jesus Christ, what?
We are helping to save the lives of thousands of people. People? Ugh. I'm sorry, did you just say people? Ugh, vicious.
He's not being controlled.
I have in my possession the most intoxicating perfume you'll ever smell.
I would tell you that's an abrupt change of topic.
Oh my goodness. Lucius, Ivy sent me here to get you shut down the plant. Can you do that for her?
For Ivy?
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything for Ivy.
I called you all here today because Jim Gordon is at death's door. For years he has hounded us, beaten
It's all
us,
just playing a part.
shot us. What if Ed fails and we are stuck here? This will put us in Gordon's good graces. Consider it a backup plan.
Okay. It's a good backup plan. It's good.
Matter of minutes, the entire facility will be.
I'm just looking at him smiling. Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
She really understands what makes me tick. Don't worry though.
Don't worry though.
It's a distraction, so she can finish off Jim once and for all. You know, that's how great couples work. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that.
Hey, Scarecrow. Oh, nice little. Oh, okay.
That's a good question.
Whoa.
Oh, it's that kid.
Just make me see.
Oh my God.
Trust you.
I'm sorry. For what?
Ho 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 ho.
Ivy's given me a purpose.
Oh shit.
What are you gonna do? Kill everything in Gotham?
Jesus Christ. Wow. He did say that.
What about the rest of us, huh? The ones
Oh,
who are gonna be stuck
there you go. Oh. Oh, she has the baby. That was horrible.
It's too late.
1 month later, Jesus.
Marrying a woman who's smarter and better looking than him.
This is so bizarre.
Lee's always had his back, except for the time when she was infected with the crazy making virus and she tried
Yeah, you know.
by the power vested in me, by absolutely no one,
Oh.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Yay. Oh. Let's kiss too at the wedding. Let's just do this. Alfred's like, alright. There you have it, guys. The trial of Jim Gordon. I kept thinking, okay, so is the trial of Jim Gordon about who shot him? Because we see him getting shot early on, and thinking, okay, maybe the trial is to find who shot him or whatever. And it's actually, it was in his own head. Like, there was another version of him that was saying he's guilty of this, this, and this. And they interviewed Lee on the stand or whatever, or, you know, she was being questioned and saying all this type of stuff is like everything he touched, or everything that's around Jim dies or whatever. And then he's put in the electric chair and Lee drops the baby. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it was pretty insane. And the little kid that he gave, I think, he gave his badge to or whatever. And then right after he gives the kid the badge, Haven blows up. Blows the fuck up. And then the jury was some of the people that were in Haven when it exploded and they died, and they voted on his fate. Pretty crazy, insane shit. So I think that was a cool twist, that the trial of Jim Gordon is not so much, you know, him getting shot, because they learned that early on that it was actually through the window. Victor Saza has his signature, his actual, like, you know, not his signature, his first and last initials on it, so that gave it away. But it was actually all in his head, because he didn't want to die, and he's kind of teetering. Well, he's stable, but then he, you know, is about to die or whatever. He's in the electric chair, and then he just wakes up because he doesn't want to die. And then I'll get to the other storyline with Poison Ivy in a second, but I want to cover all this now because it all ties in. Biggest what the fuck moment is not. I thought at first was Jim getting shot. I'm like, oh, I didn't see this coming. Was actually the fact that he asked her a question. He's like, Lee, can I ask you something? And she leans down. He whispers in her ear. We don't hear it. 1 month later, and they get married. That's the biggest what the fuck moment. I feel like the reason why they did that, the reason why there's a time jump, is because they don't have 20 some odd episodes for this season. Usually Gotham has like 20, 21, 22 episodes per season. They only have, I think, 12 in total. So this is episode 9. So they don't have a lot of time to really flesh out the building up to the wedding, or at least doing some more stuff in between what happens at the end of this episode to a month later. They had to just jump right to a month later. Just jump right to it and get to the wedding part. Short and sweet ceremony. And seeing that there was just a lot of people in the background, but mainly it was the people we've kind of seen. And, of course, Bruce and Selena and Alfred and Lucius and all that. Barbara was not there. Barbara's really pissed. So at first when he got shot, I'm thinking, did Barbara do something? I don't know, but maybe, because Jim has stated, look, I'm going to be a part of this kid's life. And she's like, you seem so sure about that. Well, yeah. And then he mentioned how whenever we get, hopefully, put back into society, you might get arrested, so the custody would go to me, and maybe that scared her. I thought, well, maybe she did do something, but it turns out, nope, all Poison Ivy, which I think was a nice tie-in to the other plot. So Poison Ivy, they kind of set up earlier in the season that she wants to transform Gotham, have it reborn. And so she's creepily watching Bruce and Selena have a date, which was pretty interesting. I'm like, okay, so they're here, somebody that's getting supplies or something like that. And no, it's an actual date. It's an actual date. They have canned food, not really that romantic, but hey, they're separated for the entire world, so like they're limited on what they can do. And here's something that I think to me personally, I think Gotham is beautifully setting up. As we know, Bruce Wayne can't really keep a relationship. When he becomes older and becomes Batman, relationships, yeah, he might have a fling here or there. He might be on a date with a woman, but it just doesn't last. Okay, they've shown in several iterations of the comics and even the animated films, especially when they introduced Damian Wayne in the New 52 Batman films, where Damian Wayne's in the house and Bruce has a woman, brings her on by. That's not going to last. It's just not going to. So what they're doing here early on is that, as we know, Catwoman and Batman have this weird relationship when they become Batman and Catwoman, and it's a thing where she's flirty. He kind of responds. Other times he's very cold and pushes back, and they actually do fight sometimes for their differences. But I mean, you know, what they're doing here is that they're setting up that they do kind of have a relationship. They had this date, they kiss, but then when we actually get to the point where in this continuity, Batman and Catwoman, where they're actually those characters, and they're not just Bruce and Selina anymore, they actually have become more than that, that it's not going to be what it is now, which is, you know, or we're kind of girlfriend, boyfriend, we had a date, you know, no, it's not going to be like that. Not really. Not anymore, at least. It's not going to be the same. So I like the fact that they're at least showing that Bruce is attempting a relationship. He's trying to be with Selina because he really cares for her. But at the end, it's not going to work. At the end, it's just not going to work. So Poison Ivy's plan actually was exactly what she was, you know, preaching earlier in the season, was that, God, I'm feeding Gotham these evil people. I'm going to I'm going to have Gotham be reborn, and so we're going to re-release the pollution in the water so that there is no communication, and then there'll be no way to bring Gotham back into the fold with the rest of the world. And of course, getting Victor Zsasz on her side, getting Bruce on her side, and then using Bruce to spray Lucius' face, which I thought Lucius was already like turned into pro Ivy, if you will, but no, he was just chilling. He's like, what? Like, why'd you go, people, ugh, and then he sprays him, and then boom, Lucius like, Ivy. And I love the fact that when they do, they're praising Ivy like she's the best thing to ever happen, ever. It's really funny in my person, but just the way they smile and look, like the way that Bruce was looking at Lucius when he was talking about what he's doing or whatever, he's just like looking like, it's weird shit, but hey, it's fucking funny. See, so I like the fact that we got to see more Harvey Bullock taking on the captain role in a sense since Jim was out and all that. And seeing Alfred have a moment with Lee was pretty good. And seeing how Lee, early in the, like right in the beginning of the episode, was saying you're acting like a cowboy. You're always going out there in the line of fire and doing all these crazy stuff. And, you know, like, what is that going to do to us? And then he gets shot. So I think with Jim realizing that what he's doing and constantly going out there and just risking his life and, you know, putting his life on the line, being in the line of fire, it's not going to end well. So I think Jim definitely take a different approach. I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see. But we won't see it. I'm curious to know what happened in between the ending of this episode before the 1 month later time jump, and then in the 1 month. Did nothing really happen? Was there? I'm guessing there was a ceasefire with the gangs because we skipped a whole month of storyline. So I'm guessing nothing really was happening. I'm guessing they were all just chilling and waiting for this wedding. So Barbara's pissed, clearly. So we'll see where that goes. But she's definitely not going to be leaving because if she leaves with that kid, oh boy. Jim's going to go to the end of the earth. Like Cobblepot was mentioning, that he will go to the end of the earth to get you, to find you. So I guess we'll see about that. But there you have it. That is the reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed this episode. I liked all the big moments, especially with the Poison Ivy storyline, and of course with a Jim and him inside his own head having a trial, if you will. But yeah, I thought overall it was a pretty damn good episode. There you have it, guys. That's my reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.